Whole
piece. Song time.
Fatality!
Well, one of my favorite shows that I've ever seen.
And Bookka.
Hosted by the coolest guy you've ever met. He's super creative and he's always on screen.
As I do.
He's really funny.
You know what I mean.
It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. Yeah, if you like the nerdy toys and all the comic books,
Hey, look.
you should check out his show. Take a look.
Do it.
He's got a million toys that he will play with.
Nice.
He'll show them off to you so you can see them. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0.
Ginger diet for all.
Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. Yeah, Jizzy, he is an amazing guy. He's super quick-witted. He can think on the fly. And if you want a challenge, then you should stop by. He'll take random characters and make them fight.
And it's what?
It's tight. I'm gonna give him a big shout out.
Wow.
Nerdy Effect. It's what it's
What it's
about.
about.
It is so nerdy in every
Every
single
single
way.
way.
Nerdy Effect, I can watch it all day.
And I do.
Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows. It's the Nerdy Effect 3.0. Nerdy Effect, one of my favorite shows, and it's great.
And it's great.
What is up, Affected? Welcome to the Nerdy Effect. My name is Dizzy. We're gonna get you through your Monday. No, it's Monday. I'm sorry, I hate reporting it too. Trust me, I had to wake up the same Monday all you did, except for Heroes, who was already in Monday before Monday existed because he's from the future. He's so far from the future, he saw this year's E3 last year. That's how badass he is. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning in tonight. Hopefully the new... What I'm going to try tonight is sort of like a lot of segments. Hopefully you guys will enjoy them and not fall asleep like Vinny. What? You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, what's going on, guys? Thank you guys so much for popping in. My barbecue bro, J-Dub in the building. What up, my guy? DMK, hello, everyone. I'm good. Let's vote. Okay, all right, fine. Let's do it, man. Let's get right to it. DMK's got shit to do today, baby. So let's start off the cartoon brawl with your round one. It is Sailor Moon versus SpongeBob. Only one will advance, and you guys got to vote. Thank you very much, my man. Let me move all my Bestican necklacey stuffs so you can see it. This is from season 2 of Arrow, which in my opinion is the best season of the CW Arrow show. I think it's amazing. Sort of this season I slipped off from watching it. I know. But I just didn't get a chance to watch it. That's my fault. But Deathstroke and Green Arrow that season 2 was absolutely amazeballs. You know I love me some arrows. Segment slamming. Yes, it is. We got a lot to get to today. There's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about, and of course we got to do the whole normal stuff, except for flag facts because we're still rocking the human race flags. Ah!
I knew. So freaking adorable.
So you guys can hear that I'm already starting to get hoarse because that's the way I like it, horse time. So I picked up some water today. I haven't opened it, so I'm going to try it on stream. This is called Real Alkalized Water. That's not a word I know. Alkalized?
Carnage is here. Hi,
I
Carnage.
create carnage. So the label is actually the only way to see it is through the bottle. Like the back it says real or whatever.
Listen to you.
But
They're listening to me greet.
yeah, that's right. The only way to see it is to look through the bottle. So I was like, that's kind of cool. It's different. It's new. I haven't seen anything like it. So I need some agua. So let's find out what's going on, Tannis family. Tastes like water. Oh, hey, they win, right? Fatality, just chilling like a villain on a killing spree. Well, most villains that are on a killing spree aren't chilling much. They're doing a lot of killing. So what are you doing? You in a lounge chair, like throwing hatchets at something? What up? I'm the Black Gordon Ramsay. Just hit you with a hatchet across the wall. Yeah, sweet, I win. What's going on, Tannis family? How you guys doing? Paige Westlight, what's going on, girly? Yoda's Dream Girl, what's going on? That's what I was gonna do. Oh my God! Right before I did the show, I'm sitting here and I got my list, I got my notes, I got stuff ready, I got things over here on ready to go to talk about, and I told myself, you need to do something before you start the show. While it's in the black screen, do something to the show, and I'm sitting here like this. I'm just thinking.
He was.
Yeah, what? I'm like...
He was not amused by my antics.
No, I never am. But I'm just like, what was I supposed to do? And I should have wrote it down, but I didn't write it down because why? I wrote all this other stuff on here, and I was thinking like, what was I supposed to do? And now I remembered it. So, I tell you what, let's do it. We'll do it with you guys in here because I know that's how S-Fox likes to do it.
Why is Paige gonna kick your ass?
I don't know, but I'm ready for it. Anytime a girl wants to beat me up, I'm all for it. What's going on?
You say to me.
Mr. Drew Baca, yeah, that's right. Mr. Drew Baca, how are you feeling, my man? Your hair was looking on point today. I know you weren't feeling very good, but holy crap, it is beautiful. Locks of love. Tommy Tank, all right, cool. Hi, if you don't get it, you'll never understand.
Moneymaker.
All right, so Mr. Moneymaker 254, what is going on with you and your, dare I say, nerd girl? You know, like, because I remember a little bit of her making fun of me. Like, she would slowly back out of this room if I brought her, you know, like she'd be like, I'm out of here, you know. But she comes out in a turtle costume, you know, like a big giant turtle. I couldn't get it out.
Oh,
Anyway.
it's because you couldn't pronounce her last name. It's Wesley, not Westlie.
Oh.
It's Wesley.
All right, well,
that's how you spell Lee in other countries.
All right, well, Westlie.
In this country.
Baga, moneymaker. All right, so my idea, what I wanted to do before my brain took a dump, is I wanted to say something on Instagram, like, hey, you guys should tune in tonight. A script.
Oh, like I used to do when I was important?
Yeah, exactly, back in those days. So what I want to do is I'm going to do it live while you guys are here, because why not? And I'm going to show you how to properly do a video, is you turn the phone this way. All right, now paying attention? All right, so let's do it. What's up, Affected? We are live on YouTube right now, so what I want you guys to do is just to come right now on YouTube, type in The Nerdy Effect, come in, say hi. You know you want to. Get on there and do it. Because Moneymaker's here, and so is Paige Westingley House. So, do it! Do it! Alright, so there you go. Do you want to die? I think everybody kind of wants to die.
Do
you want to die? Oh, she's singing to me.
Do you want to die?
So she's going to sing to me before she kicks my ass. That sounds awesome. You're still important, guys. Hey, Fizz, Aim Fatality. Good to see you both. That's right, Mr. Moneymaker. Always good to have you in here, my man. Hopefully you guys get to hang out for a little bit tonight.
What is it, by Possum Summer or another?
I don't know. I'm posting it right now. Alright,
Hi, Foxy, but you already got a hi from me. But here, you could have another one. You
Alright, there you go. Drew, hope you're okay. Yeah, that's right. This guy, Mr. Moneymaker. Like I said, I love the fact that you're streaming more. Maybe it's the fact that Miss 3Ds is there to give you confidence, but I like Moneymaker. I like seeing Money. I don't care what you're doing.
The difference
I just like what you do.
I know what the difference is.
What?
He's a happy money.
Ah, happy money.
We like happy money.
What was it that I learned on Listwitz that money, or what was it? It was like money means tomato or something in another country. So you're like, you're like tomato maker or something.
So now he's a happy tomato.
Yeah, he was like tomato maker.
A happy tomato.
Listwitz need to help me out here.
Your name is Happy Tomato.
It was like happy. It was like tomato maker or something. I was gonna say it. That was so professional.
Oh, at least he got the first word on it.
Heroes, how you doing, my man? Hope everything's going good. All right. So let's do this because my voice is still in prime condition and I want to do this properly because this is a new segment. I don't have a banner for it just yet. I'm still working on it. That was one of the reasons I was trying to, get stuff moving. But I did clean out the floor today, so that's good. I got that going for me.
Oh, a moneymaker is a type of tomato.
Moneymaker was a type of tomato. Yeah. That's what it was. I knew I was going to say something. Thank you, Listwitz. There you go. A moneymaker is a type of tomato, so you are Tomato 254.
Well, I just want to call him Happy Tomato.
Happy Tomato.
He's Happy Tomato.
He's a
Money
happy
Maker
tomato
is forever.
with glasses.
It's
So
Happy
he
Tomato.
goes from geek to ketchup or something. But
That's going to be only streams on Tuesday. Which, if you watch though, Happy Tomato.
Friday and Saturday sometimes
I was
too.
going to say because he wants to show off his girl, which she's gorgeous. So rightfully so.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so this is the new segment. Just pretend there's I'm going to put banner. It's going to be those double-sided banners. They're going to come down from this side.
Yes, let's flip. That's a thing.
We shall
That's
tomato. Yeah.
Make
There you
it a
go. There you go.
thing.
All right, so pretend new segment. So, and what this new segment is going to be called is Jizzy Rants.
Oh, you're bringing this back, huh?
Yeah, because I know Vinny absolutely loves it. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to incorporate, like I said, how I want this show. Like if I was going to be a viewer of this show, this is the stuff that I would want to see. And I want to see a guy being very, very peorative, everybody. Tomato. What's going on, Joker?
Tomato.
No, tomato. Tomato. All right, so it's time for me to rant. All right, and
rant your nipples off.
And don't worry, yeah.
Hieroglyphic says.
And this is going to be something that's going to relate into a question. So get your questions ready, or get your answers ready.
Answers ready for a question.
Rant drama, let's go. All right, so on my drive home on Thursday and today, I heard a commercial, okay? And now, granted, this is on NPR because I'm old as balls, but I love NPR. You get the world news, and you get all this other stuff, and sometimes they get cool stories. But this is a news...
Prairie Home Companion.
Yeah, this is a commercial. A commercial for an insurance company named His Cock.
No.
Yes! HISCOX. His Cock. His Cock Insurance. His Cock Insurance. That was the name of this company. And I'm like, oh, surely this just popped up on the planet. Hell no! This company's been around since 1947.
Wow.
His Cock Insurance. And the thing is, the main person who created it, his name was Robert Hiscock. So it's Bob Hiscock. Can you imagine? Like, seriously, this is the part that pisses me off about the world. Like, I get it. It's your last name, but that doesn't mean it needs to be the name of a fucking company. When you're sitting there and you're like, I want to start me an insurance company, right, Governor? That's what I want to do. I want to start his company, right? I want to start an insurance company. I want to give people proper insurance. And they're like,
well, he
all
won
right, Bob.
because you're talking about it.
I know.
It made you listen.
Well, he's like, all right, Bob, what you got? No, let's call it your car insurance. No, Bob, that's a dumbass idea. Put your last name on it. Rob, but my name's Hiscock. Yeah! Are you kidding me? How stupid can you be? Like, I get it. It's been around long enough.
Really
Apparently, it's super successful. But why? Why do people have to put their name into it?
I think if your name was Hiscox, you would do the exact same thing.
No!
Yes,
no,
you would.
because all
Yes,
it is
you
snickering
would.
and making fun of it. It's not TMI. It's fact. Google it. HISCOX Insurance. Boom! There's your info. It's a real thing. It's been around for everybody in here. Even J-Dub's dad is like, damn, that's older than me. You know what I'm talking about? Like, seriously. Just a swing. It must have been the jingle. So that is what is enraging me today, is that there are companies out there that know that it's, oh, that's funny, and then they continue with it. So my question of this segment to you guys is, what's another one that you guys know of? Because I know I'm not the only one that goes, that's stupid. I know there's a few other companies around, so where in this world have you guys been where you've seen something that's legit? Fox, I already know what you're going to do. But, like, what is a legit company that you guys have heard of that shouldn't be a company? Like, seriously.
Well, there's always Siemens. Isn't that like a plumbing company or something?
No, it's I think it's air conditioning.
Is it air conditioning? I know it was something like that, but yeah.
Better than Hercox. I would probably call Hercox.
Paige Wesley because I say the name right.
Well, what's the saying? There are no chicks with dicks, just dudes with tits. Is that the saying? Always keep his cocks in your wallet. Yes. See. No, you didn't. Door specials are called knobs and knockers.
I like that. Yeah, there's Dick's Sporting Goods, which is the truth because... Yeah,
you're right, exactly. Yeah. Butthole and Sons. There's no way that's real.
Fat Ho Burger?
We had
I believe that.
What did you get at Fat Ho Burger? I mean, seriously.
Probably a good burger, I imagine.
Funeral Home.
RS Cape. It's a funeral home.
RS Cape. What is
For fuck's sake is FFS. I would think RS Cape is the funeral home.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I'm not British enough to get that. What is going on, Paige Westinghouse? How are you doing today?
Me and she doesn't like you.
She's not British. I heard of Fat Hoburger. But his Cox Insurance, and it does personal and
J-Dub's
commercial.
dad has a message for you.
My dad said, "The hell." It is, man. It's been around since 1947.
Was a sloppy Joe at that burger
A sloppy hoe. Was it good?
Was it at least good?
I mean, was it good, or is there that case of, is there any sloppy hoe that's actually good?
Here we go, Mr. Listwitz and his puzzling. Our escape. Our escape.
Our escape.
It was a funeral home.
Oh,
Our escape.
okay. Our escape.
Our escape. Our escape.
Oh,
Okay.
Our escape. Oh, okay. See, I mean, you're the puzzle guy. Of course you got it.
I'm tired.
It's in Dutch, but means fuckers. What? There's no way. There's no way. I don't believe you at all. You have to go down to your local, whatever that is, and take a picture of it.
Piecing off Page. You need to learn his name.
Comment open in London and has asked to change its name. Fuck Coffee? Really? That's a real thing? I mean, I would take a drink of Fuck Coffee. I would. His Cox Insurance sucks, apparently. No, it doesn't. It's actually very profitable. So that's what's crazy about it.
Almost a century, yeah.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about it. As I thought it was brand new. You know, kind of like the guy's like, I'm going to get in the insurance business. No. They've been in it for a long time. I mean, in the end, I guess it kind of worked for me, but I just don't like those companies that just like, they have to put their last name slammed on the back of it. It's like, why can't you make a successful company out of it?
Honestly, I'll take Hiscox any day over Martin and Martin and Martin and Martin and Martin and Sons. Like, you've all got the same last name.
What was it?
Martin and Martin will do.
Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe or whatever,
Yeah.
like that old classic one or whatever. The Nookers in what do they sell? What do they sell there? I mean, who would go to the fucker house? I mean, seriously. Well, I take that back because I know that. Where'd he go? I create Carnage would. Now I have to listen to her the rest of the time. Oh, sorry, Yoda. Faux show, my wood nickel brother. I finally got it on the necklace, man. I got the wood nickel right on the necklace, man. His Cox. Oh, damn.
On the rise, according to Nerdy.
His cock must be pleasing to be around still. Yeah.
Oh,
he probably did the Stalin effect where he had it like monumented out of his pants. Like, we're going to put him behind glass with his cock right all over it.
His cock will be around forever. Right?
Indiana Bones and the Temple of Groom. Oh, man. All right, so I have to bring it down for just a minute.
Oh, they
the
do
company
bathrooms.
that do bathrooms. Wow, what a turn of events. That's ridiculous. Thanks, Google. There you go. Wow, that's crazy. But because this is an effect, and I try to keep everything positive, but sometimes in this world, there's no way to keep things positive, and I have to talk about current events or things that happen around the world just because it is sort of nerd-related. And over the weekend, Anton Yelchin actually passed away. If you don't know him...
car accident.
In a freak car accident. If you don't know who he is, he was actually in all three, even the new Star Trek movies, and he was also in the Thomas movie. Damn, what was the name of it? Odd Thomas.
Odd Thomas.
He was the star of Odd Thomas. He was actually in a whole lot of stuff. He started out as a child star, and
He didn't just get big until the last couple years.
yeah, I mean, he's actually for everything that people have said, he was actually a very nice guy. And when I heard about it, of course, anything in Hollywood goes straight to, yep, he OD'd, or yep, or whatever. No,
Just a freak car
it was just a freak car
He
accident.
did nothing wrong.
Yeah, he did nothing wrong. And the weird thing about it is, it turns out that there was actually a recall on his Jeep Cherokee for that specific thing.
Oh wow, I didn't read that.
Yeah, it actually turns out that it makes it really, really bad.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
You can't trust anything.
There you go. But I hate to bring it up, but I mean, honestly, he was, he's a pinnacle part of the nerd community. The people that are still interested in Star Trek, were, reinvigorated from J.J. Abrams stuff, and it was partly due to him. I mean, he was actually a main character
Well, he was
in
fun.
it. Yeah,
I liked
and it was
him.
awesome. And it's just really sad when something like that happens. Yeah, he was 27. Yeah, that's the worst thing.
Yeah,
and
his checkoff was on point.
yeah, and
it really was.
And the thing that really brings it down, at least to me, is that he wasn't like a bad person in Hollywood. You know, he didn't party or drink or anything like that. And
well,
he
at least
actually
not outlandishly to the point that everybody knows about it.
He absolutely loved his job of acting, and it seems the further people get in their careers, you know, it's just like, yep, got a job, I'm really good at what I do. You know, they just don't care. But he actually cared about his fans and all that stuff, and it puts him on a different level to me. You know, and I always bring up the Amy Winehouse. You know, like she had a song, I want to go to rehab. Well, she should have went to rehab.
A few other good songs.
No,
actually, she did go to rehab a few times. She's just one of those people. She was just messed up, and there probably wasn't any help for her.
Yeah,
that's the sad part, because she could sing. She did have good songs, but you just haven't heard them.
Wrong. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The fact is, it's just, I want to go to rehab. Well, you should have went to rehab, and now you know. But anyway, he was actually a really nice guy, and it's just tragic, you know. And it's going to be one of those things. When I go see the new Star Trek movie, it's going to be hard to watch it because, you know, that's pretty much his last film.
At least he went on a high note. I mean,
people are crazy even when they're not drunk and high. Well, that's. I mean, you're exactly right. That is the case. But in Hollywood, a lot of times
he has a reputation of being an awesome guy.
That's the
people that
thing
work
about
with him
it
and everything like that say.
And it sucks because he was just on the peak of his career, and it's just one of those freak accidents, and it's just sad. And I don't like to bring the show down. It makes me angry that I have to, but I have to mention him inside the Nerdy Effect because, I mean, all stands, he is a nerd. So anyway, let's bring it back up, and let's do something a little bit fun this time and turn it back up. A great loss. Exactly. All right, let's bring it back up, and let me drop some facts upon you in Nerdy News. Nerdy News. Nerdy News. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so, and this is where you guys get to participate a little bit later in the day. Friday's story was so touching it almost seemed true. What is going on with the Soul Reaper? Are you talking about a fatality story? Is that what we're discussing? Alright, so in nerdy news, and this thing is definitely in the realm of nerdy news, and I was like, no, this can't be true, and then I read it, and I'm like, oh, cool. So anyway, here we go. Exactly, Average, exactly. So, it turns out that NASA has discovered a mini-moon that has been orbiting Earth for the past 100 plus years. Did you hear about this?
I did not hear about that.
I know, right? Get ready to learn something.
I worked today. I didn't learn today.
I know. Earth has been hiding a little secret from its partner, the moon. Turns out the Earth has a mini-moon on the side for over a century, and even though the relationship has been exposed, the partnership is likely to continue for centuries to come. The small asteroid named 2016 HO3, boy, they knocked it out of the park with that name.
2016 Ho!
Was discovered on April 27th using the Pan-STARRS #1 asteroid telescope in Hawaii. All right. The interesting about the asteroid is that because of its particular orbit around the sun, it's a continuous companion to the Earth. Although it's too far from us to be considered a true satellite, it is currently the best example of a of a near-Earth companion or a quasi-satellite.
So does it end up intercepting somebody else's orbit?
Like, it's in Earth's orbit.
But how far out does it go?
I'm getting to that. Okay. I'm getting to that. Since 2016, HO3 loops around our planet, but never ventures far away as we both go around the sun. We refer to it as a quasi-satellite of Earth. And blah, blah, blah. That dude... that name always throws me off. Paul Chiotis. Let's see here. According to NASA, the HO3 is at least 40 meters, or as America say, 120 feet across, but no larger than 100 meters, 300 feet wide. And it has a likely orbit around our planet for 100 years. What's more is it's not planning to leave anytime soon. It's sticking.
Aliens?
Hang on. The asteroid has a very irregular orbit, which causes it to drift between 38 and 100 times the distance of our planet's loyal primary moon. HO3's orbit is also a little tilted, making it bob up and down across Earth's orbital plane. Let's see here. Luckily, the asteroid poses no threat to Earth because it has never gotten closer than 14.5 million kilometers or 9 million miles to our planet. Earth's gravity is just strong enough to hold... to hold on to the asteroid so that it never wanders further away than about 100 times the distance of the moon. The same effect also prevents the asteroid from approaching it much closer than about 38 times the distance of the moon in effect. So there you go. Basically, it's like wobbling, but it's still in our realm. Aliens, exactly. My guess is Hero's secret hideout. I got it. We're so screwed. Death Star's hiding. It's not that big. You got to think it's only 100.
Unless it's bigger on the inside.
Oh, you're right. It could be a TARDIS. You're exactly right.
It could be Dalek ship.
The mini moon is your house. That's right. But yeah, that actually blew me away a little bit.
That's pretty cool.
And it makes sense.
Well, I love that we're still freaking learning about things that are 5 feet outside of our front freaking door.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
I mean, it's right there.
They want to defund NASA? Seriously?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, exactly.
People are idiots.
Your hideout's been discovered. With that kind of orbit, it gets faster as it comes closer. No, I mean, Earth's gravity keeps it away, and it's really, it's kind of a small. You're picturing our moon. It's not our moon.
Relatively speaking, it's tiny.
It's a semi-quasi moon is what it is. It's a tiny rock. It's an asteroid that got caught in our magnetic field is what it is. And it's just revolving around, and it's way outside the parameter of our moon.
I wonder if our magnetic field, as it weakens, if it will let go of the asteroid.
I don't think so. Not any time in our lifetime, at least.
Well, the magnetic field is going to weaken in the next decade. I don't know if it'll be enough.
Then you better take cover.
Well, it's not going to shoot the asteroid to Earth. It's probably just going to trajectorize it. Is that a word?
No.
It's probably just going to let it shoot off somewhere else and hit another planet.
So that brings me to this, which is... I absolutely hate the name 2016 HO3. That is ridiculous for anything to be named that anyway. So, what would you guys name our new moon? That's my question to you. And I saw Mini Moon up there. I mean, it was already rolling.
My official answer is Baby Moon.
Baby Moon.
Baby Moon.
I bought it from Skywalker. I like it. It's a watchtower. Car got went.
You know what I'm talking about with the magnetic field weakening as the center of the Earth starts turning in the other directions and the poles switch. It could possibly pull it in, but I don't think it would pull it in. But I think it would let it go.
My guess is at that point with that size, it's going to deteriorate in the atmosphere anyway.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think
it's not going to make an impact.
Earth, but I don't. Yeah.
Bodie McMoonface.
Harold, call it Harold. Let's call it Harold.
Oh no, I love New Moon.
Bodie McMoonface.
Bodie McMoonface is awesome.
They won
Bodie
that,
McBoatface.
And then they freaking didn't do it. I'm like, you people are stupid. The public is never going to take you seriously on these kind of contests ever freaking again.
Hey, Nerd and Ginger, I'll be going to CMCC. Lucky. David Marshall, the Noom. It's backwards. Name it Luna. There you go. That's a good idea. Nickel Moon. Memphibious. That would work.
How about Memphamoon?
Let's call it Moon Poop.
Hieroglyphics is good.
Moon Nugget. I like that one too. I like that one. Roly Poly Moon. Yes. See, I already have one in my head, and I'm hoping somebody says it. That's the key. If somebody actually says what I have, I'm gonna send them a gift. There you go. I'll say that. So put your answers out. Read my thoughts. There you go. That's what you need to get. That's what you guys need to do. Okay. All right. Read my thoughts. Come on. Shake. Come on. You can do this. Come on. Think about it. Where are we? What are we doing? Come on. Let's do it. Did you hear about the planet that would most likely be Tatooine? Maybe. I'm not sure if we're on the same.
Dark Side, what's up?
What's going on, Dark Sid? Corneria? Moonfart.
I honestly think Moon Nugget.
I like Moon Nugget. I like
Moon Nugget.
What was it? Mooney Moonface?
Mooney McMoonface. This is how we should be able to name things.
If you guys are just tuning in, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're actually asking the question. There's actually a new moon orbiting Earth.
Wobbly.
Yeah, I read it.
Oh, I didn't.
Nerdy fact, there you go. There's actually a new moon orbiting Earth. They discovered it in April, and we're saying what the name should be. They're actually naming it 2016 HO3, which is dumb. So if you guys have an Moon Pie, that's awesome. Moon Vomit, DMK, you are in the wrong species. Moon Pie sitting in the sky Budka has had a little bit too much to drink to say. Moon Nerd. Photo show. You're getting close. You're getting close. Dr. Moon. Call it Stones Thrown from a Beach. It sounds like a book by Margaret Thatcher. I mean, seriously, like you're breaking all, like, stones thrown from a beach. I need to pop out my glasses inserts for that. Moonbeam. I like Moonbeam. That's great. So there we go. There we go. Stones thrown from a beach. I feel like Moneymaker right now.
Ocean's breeze in the background.
The fish sticker moon. Ted, what's going on, my man? Christina Lopez. I know who you are, Haggard.
Christian, right?
Christina?
It says Christian, honey.
Does it?
Yes.
I like Christina better. You should change your name to Christina because that's what I said. Just as revealing moon. Oh, that's the one I used to fart on the Corvettes. Asteroid M. Dig it. Say it softer. No. Just call it Moon Fatalitalops. Name it Bruce Willis because he's gonna blow it up. Moneymaker. Yeah. Sorry to say. Oh, we're not getting those back. The side moon. Oh, I think that's my new favorite. That's my new favorite. Okay, the side moon because it goes off a side sheep. I dig it. Not Christina. I'm a guy. You are Christina Lopez from this point on. Flat moon, flat moon.
Bothered to pronounce your name correctly.
Nope, I'm not.
Paige.
Just like Paige. At least I said her first name right. Sailor Moon. All right, guys, make sure you do vote in the cartoon brawl. Sailor Moon versus SpongeBob. One of them will move on. You guys got to decide. Type it in how you see it with them capital letters and them spaces in there. Hey, Nerdy, did you like farting on the car? I loved farting on a Corvette. Nothing gets me pumped more in the evening than farting on a $55,000 car. Just saying. And it wasn't mine, so I'm not bragging. Peekaboo Moon, Dark Side of the Moon, Button Moon, Man in the Moon, Holiday Home. Now I'm never going to hear the end of it. Well, listen here, Christina. Sometimes in life, you just got to just take the punches how they roll. All right, so we're going to take that down. Nobody got it. Honestly, if I was going to name the new moon, if they said, Jizzy, name that moon, I would have called it That's No Moon. And Budka was so close. Budka was really close, and I think somebody else was on the point. Moon E254. Oh!
My sister said about me a long time ago, that's no moon, that's a death stare.
That's a death stare. There you go. Tell your wife hi, and I'm happy for the teat. The Chaos Moon. There you go. Football Moon. And Moneymaker, man, since you're here, man, I was thinking about this, and again, I'm 100% on Triple D's side with this. I mean, your subscribers, they're there for her and you, but her and you and you. But I think that you should seriously consider putting a joint picture, and I think it would be absolutely hilarious if you took her chest and then put like your arms behind it and then maybe put your head on her body. That would be absolutely hilarious, and you could call it Moneymaker 254 Triple D's for you. I think that would make it like a cool circle. I love Side Moon. I love Side Moon. I think Side Moon's my favorite, followed by Mooney McBoatface or whatever.
Mooney McMoonface.
Mooney McMoonface was awesome, but technically that one was copied by the Bodie McBoatface. So S-Fox, you're disqualified. J-Dub wins my heart tonight.
It's still funny.
I need a beer. It's 11-2 here in Rialto. I don't speak that. That's no moon. That's Fatality's ass. Well, you should have seriously tuned in to Story Time on Friday because that was ridiculous. Maybe put our assets on his biceps. That's what I was saying. That's what I was like he's back there doing the Moneymaker stuff and then just boom. Side Sheep has enough rockets up her. She has 3 Wandas up there and you're not allowed to check them out. Yoda. 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 Anyway, guys, make sure you vote. So let's move on to this, and this is probably Liz Witt's favorite part of the show. Of course, if you are if you are looking up... What's going on, girly pants?
Have you watched Milo Notice yet?
She hasn't watched it. You already know the answer to that.
I'm going to ask her the question every single time.
Moon U!
I like about saying no.
Now, is that like a Moon University, or are you actually showing me your buttocks? So the title of tonight is Bronchitis, because I still got bronchitis. And stamps, because I don't do enough serious nerd stuff in here. I know we talk about toys and video games and stuff. But, I mean, when it comes down to the core of nerds, it comes to D&D, stamps, and coins. That is what true, like, hardcore nerds collect. Moon E-Maker, well, it was good. It was good. Not gonna lie to you. So, I've been picking up a few stamps lately, and I showed this particular one on the show before, but now I have a book to put them in, so now they don't have to sit in some precarious shelf and not get crushed. Are you going to open a figure today? Of course! This is the Nerdy Effect, but I'm trying to do segments, my man. My butt is not that big. Well, it depends on what Storytime says. But Nerdy, you forgot trend spotting. Okay. So I did pick up the Ray Charles stamps. I picked these up probably about...
It's a nerdy thing.
Man, I want to say maybe 4 months ago, something like that. But Ray Charles, one of the greatest, and this is how stamp sheets come these days. I'm not a fan of them. I don't like them because they're not real stamps anymore. They're pretty much stickers. That's what stamps have become. They're not stamps, they're stickers.
Because people can't be bothered.
Because they can't. But what this is, for those of you who don't know, this is what they call a sheet of stamps. And in the long run, value of stamps actually determines the condition of the sheet. You can have an individual stamp, but most of the time that stamp is only going to be worth the actual value. Now, with all these...
You could call your stamp section, stamp it out.
I could, but I don't do enough. I don't talk about stamps enough to even have a segment.
You can have a thing. It could be a thing.
But these are actually forever stamps. So technically, like the past stamps, you know, like the 32 cent, 33 cent, and so forth, they were only worth that much. But these forever stamps, technically, as long as the U.S. Postal Service exists, I can always throw one of these Ray Charles stamps on there, even though I paid, I think it was $12 for the sheet or something like that. In 20 years, I could slap one of these forever stamps on there and still mail it for the same price. So I like Terrence stamps. Oh, I like you, Fizz Kid. Now you're speaking my language. Holy crap! I'm speaking Cornish. I'm speaking Cornish. Is that? Are you guys understanding me?
Is it maybe it's the
Nope,
steroids
I forgot.
for
Probably seen it
bronchitis?
as a kid. There you go. What?
Maybe it's the steroids.
Oh, it is the steroids. That's what it is.
Steroids are turning you Cornish.
So anyway, I did pick up the Ray Charles stamps. I dig Ray Charles and all these the way they do these. No, you can't. So just stop. So now we're gonna get into.
Yes, it's like Homeward Bound. It's all animals, though.
Yeah.
All animals.
I don't collect a lot of these, mainly because they're expensive. But these are actually overseas or Royal Mail stamps. They're 10 times the price of U.S. stamps because you got to ship them overseas. But these are really cool, and it actually plays in nicely with today's nerdy news. Hey, nerdy, I have a Dragon Ball Z Pop Super Saiyan Goku. You need to hang out. What's going on, Crazy One? How you doing, man? Are you the same Crazy One that was from Ustream? Is that the same one? Because I remember Crazy One back in the day. How are you doing, man? But these are moon stamps, and these are actually international stamps, and I really like this. And it's called the, they're Forever Global stamps. They're not just UK or Royal Mail. They're actually global stamps. And this is what the sheet of the global stamps. I like it, man. It's just this big, like yellow full moon, and it's something that looks good in the book. And I did get a book. I finally got a book, and the way that I do this is, buy a 3-ring binder and then get these acid-free pages like this. Not that page. That's me. Awesome, man. Welcome back. These are acid-free pages so that you can store the stamps in there forever. They look good on display and they save nicely in the book.
That's no moon stamp.
That's no moon stamp. Look at you back
16
there.
Ho.
16 ho. Yeah. So that's the way that I display my stamps. I put one in each page. It's not very expensive to keep it up like this. And again, back in the day, stamp collecting was kind of like, sort of like childhood to me, because it was easy to buy stamps. You could spend, $3 to $4 to get a cool sheet of stamps, kind of like the dinosaur stamps. I think they were 23 cents or 25 cents. It was an awesome sheet of stamps that looked awesome, and that's what really started me with this. All right, I got a couple more, and then we'll move on to something else. But make sure you guys vote. We're getting close to wrapping this up. I picked up the sheet of Paul Newman stamps. Paul Newman, one of the greatest American actors of our generation and the previous generation, too. J-Dub's like, J-Dub's dad's like, I met him. You know, it's like that's cool. So that so there's the Paul Newman ones, and it's got some interesting facts on the back about Paul Newman. And if I remember right, the very first one of of this where they started doing like celebrities was, I think it was Elvis, then Marilyn Monroe and Humphrey Bogart. And I don't have the Elvis sheet. I have a few Elvis stamps unstamped, but I do have the Humphrey Bogart and
Elvis sheet.
Elvis sheet. It's an Elvis sheet.
But you said Elvish as in Elvin.
This is the nerdy thing. This is how this works, bro. This is how it works, bro. What's going on, Dragon Slayer? How you doing, my man? Fatality. Those were no stamps, man. Uh-oh, he's licking the back. But I believe the first three were Marilyn Monroe, Elvis, and Humphrey Bogart. And I actually have two of the three. And one of those things, if you try Googling Elvis stamps, I said it right, they're actually kind of expensive. So, and the last one I'm going to show you in stamp time. What do you call it? Terrence stamp time. Paul Newman, Cool Hand Luke. I figured this would kind of help your alley. Yep. I was thinking Paul Newman. Is that a porn star? The last one is, and this one's going to get your juices flowing. I wish Master Toke was in here because this would fix him perfectly. And these just came out. Like, the other three, maybe you could get them. These just came out about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. And these are the Jimi Hendrix stamps.
What?
Now, what I like about this, I mean, Jimi Hendrix, rock god, rock legend in general. But I like how they're arranged. They're kind of arranged in that kaleidoscope, sort of like,
perfect for that.
yeah, sort of like trippy. You know how it spins into his shirt, but it's still a stamp in general. And these are just really cool. So I like how they broke away from the normal mold, like the Paul Newman ones. You know, and they made actually something that's sort of like art. And then the back is totally different than anything you've seen with this. And I really dig it.
Jed said his dad's getting more comments than he is.
Who's that guy? Don't take no wooden nickels. Well, apparently I didn't listen to the Faux Show because, I mean, he actually sent me, well, you can take a wooden nickel as long as Faux Show sends you one. I think that's the rule. But if you're like walking down the street and somebody's like, here's a wooden nickel, son, you punch that guy in the bollocks and run. Now I'm thinking of salad because of Newman salad dressing. Same guy. Same guy. Oh,
hey,
and Mrs. Freddie left. Oh, I might have to head to the post office for this. I figured you would be down for it. And these are really cool. And the thing is, it's art, it's collectible, and it's practical. So, I mean, stamps are actually universal.
I just like they actually took the acid rock.
Yeah, they actually did. They actually did. I really like these stamps. So as soon as I saw them, I'm like, give me those. There's actually a new one out. It's 4 planets. And when I was there, they were totally out of them.
Is Pluto in it?
No.
Pluto's a fucking planet.
I don't think it's those kind of planets, though. It's not those kind of planets. Calm down. I didn't do it. All right, guys, we're approaching the end of the cartoon brawl. Make sure you guys vote. I wish they had Sailor Moon stamps. They do have Sailor Moon stamps. You Google it. They make Sailor Moon stamps. There was a law for a while with L.N. Tananas. Lintus! What's going on, my man? You got to type in with the capital M in order to vote. That's how you do it. It's got to be the space and the capitalization. But back in the day, there was a thing, and I can't remember the very first stamp. I have it. But you were not allowed to be on a stamp unless you were dead. That was a rule. That was part of the law. Whenever they started creating stamps, they said, you can be on a stamp, but you got to be dead. And there was a guy, the guy who broke the sound barrier for the first time in some kind of jet. I can't remember the name of the jet. I actually have it somewhere in the stash. Is the very first person ever pictured alive on a stamp. And it was the guy flying the jet. And they did an interview with him, and he says, yep, I'm right there in the cockpit. And you couldn't see it. It's just like this little blurry black dot or whatever. But he was like the first alive person.
Said had to be dead 10 years.
Yeah, had to be 10 years. See, I know my stuff. I just didn't, yeah. But anyway, he was the very first person. And since then, they've actually branched out, and now, I don't know if it's just U.S. postage that only does that, but I know stamps are made like WWF back in the day made stamps with Mankind and Kane and Triple H and The Rock and Stone Cold and all those. And they were featured on stamps themselves. And they were obviously still, of course, all alive. But there was that point in time where he was the very first person. Jedi McJetface. That's the guy. That's the guy. Sailor Moon is my vote. Let's do it for 2 more minutes, and then we'll wrap it up at 50. So, yeah, make sure you get your last votes in. Capital letters and spaces, or you can vote for SpongeBob, which is all one word, if you know how to spell sponge and bob and put them together. Sometimes, for some people, that's actually kind of difficult.
back.
Guess who's back? I'm guessing it's Dreamslayer23. Are you back? What's going on, Dreamslayer23? How are you doing, my man? How is your Monday treating you? Because today is Monday, and I know. But on the plus side, it's Middle Finger Monday! And that's the way we treat Mondays around here. Dropping knowledge.
Like
I like Jedi McJetface.
And it's totes original.
I want to name something McJet. Like, I don't care what it is, but it needs a monocle. Like, I picture somebody with, like, hello, McJet, you know, and he takes it off. I think you're referencing Chuck Yeager. I'd have to check. It may be. I'm not sure. I'm not sure offhand. Like I said, I plan to show stamps, not to drop stamp facts upon you. That's your job. You have Google in front of you. Pretty much like all the people in your show list with have Google right in front of them, because some of those questions are impossibly hard, and I guarantee I know the gaming audience and they ain't that damn smart. My Monday has been kind of Sunday-esque. You should have capitalized the S. Come on, man. You got 40 seconds. You can do it. Naming my dog McJet. Yes! You gotta give him a monocle. Gotta see it. Sailor Moon, that is not how you do it, Paige, but that's alright. Mimic, what's going on, man? But Natty, it's Tuesday here. Well, you are way too in the future.
Mimic is Rave Cats.
Cox McJet. It's this Rave Cats? Oh, Mimic is Rave Cats?
Yes.
It's very difficult for me to remember all the names, but somebody said it's Evan.
Dreamslayer.
Dreamslayer, Evan. Remind me. McNuggets shaped like jets. McJets. Kind of like what you get like at the freezer section in Walmart. I got you. James McJet, entrepreneur and sex warrior. What is a sex warrior? Like, yeah, like what is the definition of a sex warrior? All right, guys, it is time to wrap up the first round of the Cartoon Brawl. Sailor Moon versus SpongeBob. One of them's going to advance. Let's find out who's it going to be. Sailor Moon takes it 19-14. I'm sorry, SpongeBob, but Sailor Moon takes it sailing. Mainly because Paige voted a lot.
Cox McJet.
Cox McJet. I'm a sex warrior. Well, we know that, and so does Young Mommy.
Mexico.
Ron, Mexico. I like this. Ron, Mexico. Did you guys plan that? I mean, seriously, did you guys plan that? Because, I mean, that is going on. What is going on, Mr. Bestico? Of course, I'm rocking a necklace with my faux show wood nickel and my Nikki D, who never comes in anymore. Apparently, we Eiffel Towered her too hard. But all right, so we do got the second round of the Cartoon Brawl. We have Goku versus Rocko's Modern Life.
Rocko's Modern Life.
So, we have Goku, the Super Saiyan, versus Rocko's Modern Life.
Rocko's Modern Life.
So make sure you vote.
Ginger's favorite.
That's how you guys do it. You got to capital in the
Carnage. Have a good beauty rest.
Type it in with the capital letters. That's how you vote. I know someone that has SpongeBob. What is going on, Carnage? I'm sorry, man. Have a wonderful evening, my man. Thank you so much for stopping in, and stop being so damn attractive to me. Paige has to what?
Should Drew do it so it would count?
She kept capitalizing the whole thing, and we don't know. Fred Miller, what's going on? Leonardo is not in it yet, my man. I think Leonardo's like towards the middle, so it's gonna be a little while before you pop in. Get off the capital letter! Like Paige is screaming everything at me, and it's mainly because her last name is like Westinghouse. Good night, Carnage, man. I appreciate you stopping in, man. It's always good when you guys take time out of your day to pop in. So, while you guys are voting, it is time to start the next segment. It's coming up, man. Don't worry. Welcome to today, and we try to do this each and every show. Sometimes we miss it, and sometimes we're off a little bit, but that doesn't matter. But today, and welcome to today, we talk about what holiday it is. And for those of you in the future, sorry, but at least you can think fondly upon what you missed. But today is June 20th, also known as Ice Cream Soda Day.
I didn't have an ice cream soda.
I didn't have an ice cream soda too, but I did have ice cream, so I think that counts enough.
I didn't have ice cream either.
No, it's her cell phone. Well, I have two cell phones, and both of them can turn the cap locks off. Tenacious, what's going on, my man? Where you been? I can't remember if Jim is in the brawl. No, Jim is not in the brawl, but it should have been. I do.
Is Jim in the brawl? Is Jim in it?
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you, Paige. You know I love you. She had it on caps lock. Wouldn't comment. See, the thing is that if I don't give you hell,
yes,
it means I don't like you.
A float is an ice cream soda.
Welcome to today's sponsored by Tylenol. Yeah, it definitely needs to be. But today's ice cream soda day, not a lot of facts to be dropped upon because basically they're just like, here's a day. It also correlates with the first day of summer. So it's not technically always on June 20th, but I think it's the first... It's like the third Monday.
You do realize that the solstice is always on the 20th. So is it with the solstice?
No,
or is it like
it's with something else. I'm not exactly sure how it does it. But I like ice cream soda day.
Why can't you have ice cream?
Because he's lactose intolerant.
They make shit now.
No, he's lactose intolerant real bad. Like if he smells milk, shits his pants. It's ridiculous.
Like
He's actually put it on YouTube.
that lactate company makes some. I've never tried it, but try the stuff that's not. Yeah.
So I didn't have an ice cream soda today, but I'm hoping somebody, especially like in California, maybe Christina Lopez can get out there and can have an ice cream soda for me. You know what I'm talking about? I have ice cream. Well, get yourself some soda. Master Toke. All right. I was just talking about you earlier. I'll bring it back out in just a second. But anyway, so today is ice cream soda day. It's always celebrated on June 20th. So make sure you get out there and get you some of that lactose intolerant. I'm a Leo. Shit you pants Saturday. It's not as good as short on a Subaru Tuesday. Although I've got to find a Subaru soon. Like I have to make that.
They don't make them around here anymore.
People still drive them.
Yeah, but where?
I don't know. That's the thing. So tomorrow's Tuesday. Somebody needs to short on a Subaru. You got to. Ice cream, you scream, blah blah blah. Smell.
Somebody calls cops.
Master Toke, man, thank you so much for popping in. I always love when you post stuff on Instagram because I kind of live vicarious through you, man. You seem like a great guy and I want to hang out with you a lot. But the contact high alone is pretty much the reason. But anyway, not the point. This I must know. The reason is because this episode is called Bronchitis and Stamps. Bronchitis is pretty much at the moot point. Yes, I still have bronchitis. Yes, I cough a lot generally at the end of the show because I sort of suppress it. And then at the end, I just cough for like 20 minutes and then I feel a little better. But anyway, stamps is the reason that I brought you in here because I showed the new Jimi Hendrix stamps. I think these are pretty badass. And I'm like, Master Toke would kind of dig these, man. You don't seem like you're like the stamp kind of nerd.
Master Toke was more marijuana, not LSD.
Well, it doesn't matter. You can still trip balls.
Yeah,
but anyway. So this is the thing. I wanted to show Master Toke the Jimi Hendrix stamps because I thought they were kind of cool, man. But I'm a stamp guy anyway. But these are actually on sale, so pretty much you guys can go out there. Like the Paul Newman, the Moon. Maybe you find them, probably not. But the Jimi Hendrix definitely are still on sale. So I thought Master Toke would totally dig it. I scream, you scream, we all scream for Jimi Hendrix. Mrs. Freddie, oh, his vacation got you too tired. You can't hang out. I understand. Sometimes when you come back from a beautiful place, you just ain't got the time.
It's too hard.
Have a wonderful evening, girl. Thank you so much for stopping in. Fatality is on it, man. Mr. Freddie, this is the guy you need to haunt your dreams because he's after all the girls. Like, seriously. He's just like, listen, I'm Gordon Ramsay. I've got a space moon station. All right, look at this. You know what I'm talking about? Wait a minute, my grandma got me some. Really? Are you kidding? That's awesome. Jimmy Stamps are rocking it. That's right. Cookies and cream blondie sounds like Chitara. What? How did you correlate those two together? No. I'm sorry. No, doesn't count. Bad John. Oh, that's one of those like.
That's called I Ain't Playing.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, make sure you vote. Goku versus Rocco. Young Mommy knows how to do it. You got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. I got bronchitis. I do. I've had it for over a month. Over a month. This stuff will not go away. I went to 1 week ago, last Monday, I went back to the doctor and said, yep, you got bronchitis. Here's a steroid shot in the ass. Here's some more steroids. And here's some codeine. So, yeah. Codeine. Now I have to find where they went. If you do, man, post a picture. And she called me by my first. That means you in trouble. Nope. Next is the middle name, and you know your middle name is like Cytheria or something. Mr. Clance, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, Clance? Let me offer this to you. All right.
Yeah, YouTube love connections. That's what our stream does, Mexico. What does your stream do?
That's right. That's right. A little bit of love connection. But Clancy, man, let me ask you because all right. Let me break it down. Nobody else is important right now. All right, Clance, let me ask you a question, because I promised Clance and Ruta that I would send them a nerd shirt. By the way, nerd shirt's still available, but not many sizes left. I would promise them send them a nerd shirt. They sent me their sizes, and then I wanted to see about the pop that Clance won. So I wanted to do that, so I waited, and it turns out I didn't get Clancy's size. I don't have any more of his size. So Clancy, let me ask you this, man. I can send you the 2X because I have a 2X, or you can wait and you can get the purple Nerd Circle shirt. So I do want to order one more round of the Nerd Circle shirts, but in purple, and I want to take all the profits and donate them to the Alzheimer's Association. So I got two questions. One, do you want either send me, I can send you the 2X, or you can wait and get the extra large that you wanted. Second question to everybody else back in here. My string makes babies.
And to Dr. Jekyll.
Dr. Jekyll, what's going on, my crazy man?
Throw coins to Dr. Jekyll.
So my second question is, would you guys be down to buy the purple nerd shirt? So it's basically the same design, except it's just a purple circle instead of the red one. I know a few people, sort of like the girls and stuff, they might sort of lean towards it, but the thing is, the profit goes to a fantastic foundation.
I think it's a fair shade of purple. It's purple. You can wear purple.
10 bottles of it. No, I'll love it. I'm going to rock it anyway. Been out of the state working for 5 months. Well, welcome back, Tenacious. Good to have you back. You're not leaving anytime soon, are you? Purple need shirt. Need one of those for sure. Time to tear the house apart. Well, Master Toke's going to be busy flipping beds. I want a purple for charity. There he is. How are you doing, Fizz? Fizz Blood. Dr. Jekyll, man, you lost in the battle. I'm sorry. It's on YouTube if you want to watch it. It takes a long time to get to it, but you lost in the battle. I'm sorry, buddy. I need a purple one. I think they're going to be pretty cool. And like I said, everything. And I'm taking a deal from Moneymaker. Not taking nothing away from him.
Mommy wishes she would have waited and got a purple.
Oh, I'm sorry, girl.
We'll get you
did Clance ever come back?
No, not yet.
Dr. Jekyll, what up? But yeah, that's my next thing, because I want to do a donation, and I'm taking the thing from Money, because I think what Money does with the Sugar Wall shirts is absolutely fantastic. Even though I didn't get myself a Sugar Wall shirt, shame on you, Money, by the way.
You have one. Everybody else has one.
What size you making for charity? I'm getting all of them. I'm getting all the sizes once again, but I'm not going to get a lot of them, because right now it sits with the red shirts. I've got 1 small, 2 medium, 2X, 2 2Xs, and 3 4Xs. So I've got them all, and I know that Big Daddy Juggalo is kind of hesitant because I think he wants a 5X or something like that. So I might order just one of those unless somebody else can sort of lock it in. But anyway, that's where we sit. I want a nerdy shirt to go with my orange one. Oh, yeah, you're right. With the, what was the super kid's name? Oh, I can't remember his name. I'm so sorry. Purple also tastes, oh, it does, DMK. It does. Sugar Wall shirt. You calm the hell down. Put it back in your pants. Yeah, purple's cool. All right, Clint, so this is what I'll do, man. I'll hold off on y'all's package until I get it, and then I'll send you one in your size.
There's a Jetty McJet face now.
There's an Moneymaker's still hanging out. That's all right, man. Where's the Jetty McJet face? I
missed it because you're talking.
I haven't seen it.
It's right above Dr. Jekyll.
Oh, Dr. Jekyll, all quiet in the head. Oh, I can't remember the.
Remember, Jetty McJet face says, "Hey, remember me? I was on a stamp years ago."
Jetty McJet face. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Oh, I'd buy one. No, you wouldn't. You got nothing but pops. Crean. Okay, I could not remember. I knew that he was like the super kid, but I could not remember his name. All right, guys, so let's move on to this brand new segment, and I think Vinny's about to go. What up, Warriors? No, they lost. What
Nick's
up?
gonna be buying 2 of those shirts.
Oh! There. I love Jetty McJetface, whoever the hell that is. Oh, that's awesome. All right. But besides the Warriors getting screwed out of their championship, we're not going to talk about that. I don't give a damn about basketball at all. Not a chance. But the Warriors really did get screwed. You're talking 3 games, and then they suspend their top guy, and all of a sudden King James comes back. No, it's a conspiracy, and it's all on them. But who cares? Can I buy one to fit me? Of course you can. I'm hoping it's Shy Guy. All right, guys, let's move on to the next segment. And Vinny, hope you wake up. This is brand new, and I got a banner. I'm probably going to change it because I copied it. But anyway, Comic Corner. One thing that I want to start doing is I want to... break the banner. I want to actually start reading comics again. Yeah, I buy them, I show off the covers, but I don't know enough.
Nerd shirt and his sister wants to wear it.
Yes, that's the way to do it. The NBA is rigged. There you go. We'll need to buy 3 for us, 2 and cool. All right, so I don't ever, I say that I don't have time, but, you know, anytime that I take to the bathroom, I got time to read, you know what I mean? You got time to pee, you got time to read. That needs to be on a shirt somewhere. But I need to start reading these comic books that I buy. I buy them because I like the covers, and I used to like comic books, but it seems like the collection is getting so massive, but I don't know anything about it. So, this week, Not Fix, just making shots. Cricket, professional sports, all of them are, it doesn't matter. But anyway, so this week I actually did read. I read 3 comic books this week, and I'm going to tell you about them.
That can't be Shy Guy because it's not in caps.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh wow, nice room. What's going on? Arura.
Reggio?
Reggio?
I don't know how to pronounce it.
I like your name because it sounds like something I can't pronounce. It's it sounds like sort of like you went to another world or whatever, and that's their language. I am Arugo. You know, I'm like Arugio. Yeah, I am Arugio. You are. Well, hell yes. Pick up your awesome cane and let's see the world. Just started the Civil War II series. All right, so let's do this. Kayla, what's going on, my man? All right, so if you guys don't want spoilers about these books, and let's see here. 3 of them are new. They're brand new. And then one of them is last month or the month before. Oh, there you go. And definitely Viagra. So if you guys don't want spoilers about the book, I suggest you turn away. So we're going to start with the older one. This one came out last month or the month before.
Oh. He is Italian and he lives in Belgium.
Absolutely love it, man. I love your name. I don't know how to say it properly, but Arugio sounds awesome. I want to hang out with Arugio. But all right, so the very first one we'll talk about is Dread Dust. So this is Judge Dredd, and it's a 2-part book. And see if you can see it. It says 1 of 2, and it's just Dread Dust. Now, I don't like the Judge Dredd series art. Yes, Judge Dredd is a cult classic and people love it all around the world. Fine, whatever. I hate the art. If I can't stand the art, I don't read it. I don't even buy it. Like, even if the cover's awesome and the art sucks inside, it can go away. But this art is absolutely beautiful. It is awesome. Like, everything looks crisp and clean. Like, they're not trying to be some weird random artist where, like, his mouth is down here and all that. Joker, man, thank you so much for being here, man. It's always good. Have fun. And remember, I live vicariously through you, so do dangerous stuff. Vinny, we can cry together. Someone else from Belgium. There you go. But this is awesome. It's an awesome read. It's really cool, and it ends on sort of like a cliffhanger. But there's only going to be 2 of them, so hopefully, because it says the next issue is on sale in May 2016. And I'm like, oh crap. But the villain is like kind of like this Dust Master, obviously spoiler alert. But it's a really good read. Please, you visit your museum.
Your room is a museum. He wants to see it.
Oh, well here it is, man. Welcome. What do you like? Tell me what you like, man. My waffles are Belgium. That's a fact. So anyway, I like this. I like the artwork. The story is very compelling. It's not slow in any places. So if you get a chance to pick it up, it's really good. It's awesome. So, hi heroes, there you go. Alright, so the next one, this one just came out last Wednesday, so it's less than a week old, and that is Han Solo #1. And this is one of those things where Disney and Marvel just slam the hell out of these variant covers. There are so many out there. So basically, buy what you want. If you like Han Solo, then read it.
Jetface wants you to show a stamp one day.
Who?
Jetty McJetface.
I will. Not today, though. But anyway, this is Han Solo #1. It just launched, and I have not read any of the new Star Wars books, even though my friends who read comic books have told me constantly that the Darth Vader is awesome, and the actual Star Wars series itself is really good. So I decided to pick up Han Solo because everybody loves Han Solo. Maybe in the future it'll be valuable or whatever. Trenzor, what's going on? Bah! But anyway, so this is Han Solo #1, and I did read it, and there aren't any spoilers in it. I can just tell you the context of the story. Basically what it is this happens after the events of Episode 4. So it's before Empire, and what this is Han Solo is going back after he gets his medal. Every time I get a call this pauses and I comment and stuff happens 5 minutes ago. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
And Gamerman wants to know if you're going to do any more retro gaming anytime soon.
I want to, but my TV's not in here anymore because I left it in the garage. And that's a long, long walk to that wing of the mansion. But anyway, so in Han Solo, issue 1, it takes place after the events of episode 4. And he's going back to being a smuggler. He's just kind of like, he's sort of fighting with himself. He wants to be a smuggler, but he wants to be a good guy too. And anyway, Princess Leia contacts him and says, hey, we need you. We need your ship to go on this special run. And he does, you know, his Han Solo thing or whatever. And in the end, of course, he agrees to it because it's Princess Leia. Later, crazy one. Appreciate you stopping back by, buddy. It's always good to see your name and always good to see you in here. But anyway, after that, he has to do this super race around the galaxy. And during the race, there are 3 planets that there are rebellion insurgents on. And Han Solo has to do this super race. It's like the galaxy's most expensive badass race. And basically the rebellion paid his way into it. So it starts off with him blasting, or it ends with him blasting off in the race. And it's really cool. I think it's pretty compelling. It's a great story. It's different than anything we read. And he has to stop on these 3 planets and get these insurgents. So not only is there, like the Kessel Run, there's more planets. You're going to learn more about the alien life form. So I think it's going to be a really good series. And I say definitely check it out. What's going on, Onion? Oh, no. Something to me says that that's Heroes. I don't know. But anyway, so if you get a chance, I say check it out. I think Han Solo is going to be a pretty good issue. And if it's anything like everybody else has been telling me, like Darth Vader and Star Wars, I think it's going to be good. Made visit to your museum figurine. Awesome. Awesome.
Good night, Foodka.
Foodka. I'm so sorry to see you go. I'm so sorry to see you go, girl, but I'd love to watch you leave. What's going on, J-Dog? How you doing, buddy? Good to have you in here, man. Make sure you go follow my man J-Dub on Instagram.
J-Dog.
J-Dog, sorry. All good, buddy. Hope yours was great. I know he's talking to Transorg. All right, so the last one I'm going to talk about tonight in Comic Corner. It's not me. Ugh. I need a break. Hang on. I need a drink. Good to hear, my man. I still do have bronchitis. I know it doesn't sound like it because I hide my sickness.
You hide your sickness behind your yelling.
I do, and I scream a lot. So the last thing I'm going to talk about, and this is the big spoiler alert, is Civil War 2. So this comes out from Marvel. This is actually issue 0, which it sort of sets up for what the events are in Civil War 2. And I'm already going to tell you this right now. If you don't want... I'm going to talk about what happens in Civil War because it starts the progression of this. If you guys do not want to hear what happens, if you want to read it for yourself or whatever, then tune away now. That's all I can give you. Read a funny article on Charlie Cox's audition to the Han Solo spinoff. He kept turning up to play Daredevil and failed it. Oh man, I don't know how they're gonna do the young Han Solo. I don't know why they're gonna do a young Han Solo. Just give me like a Rogue One again. Like stop making young Princess Leia. George Lucas had his chance. He didn't take it. Let's not do it. Let's not get an actor that doesn't look anything like Harrison Ford and make him a Solo. Just Are you from Belgium, Heroes? He is. Still learning more about Star Wars. I'm proud of myself. I'm glad you are too. Me want spoilers. All right, so let's talk about Civil War. I gave you time. So this is Civil War 2, and I don't know. Reading issue 0, and that's the point of it. Issue 0 is sort of like a teaser, but it talks about James Rhodes, which is War Machine, and it talks about She-Hulk, and then it talks a little bit about Iron Man and a little bit about Captain Marvel. But it mainly focuses on War Machine.
Says good night.
Later, buddy. Thank you so much for stopping in. Have a wonderful evening. And tell your dad that I said hi.
And pet Rolly Bully though.
It focuses on She-Hulk and War Machine, and for good reasons. He failed it due to the lack of... there you go. But anyway, so that's this. There's nothing really happens, and it's just a setup. Read the first Civil War, it was okay. I love the first Civil War. I thought it was awesome, and it had meaning behind it, whereas this seems like a ploy to jump off the movie bandwagon. All right, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is Civil War 2, which looks like it's going to be Captain Marvel versus Iron Man. And how this sets up is the Inhumans are put their Tajarian mist, or however you say it, all across the world, and more Inhumans are born. Okay, whatever. This one Inhuman can sort of predict the future, okay? And he tells the other Inhumans, and the Inhumans then go tell Tony Stark, and Tony Stark ends up preventing this world catastrophe, this big giant robot. And because they knew that this was going to happen at this particular time, all the Avengers and all the Inhumans and all these other superheroes can come together, and boom, no fatalities except for that guy. No fatalities. Everything came out, spick, span, and clean. Villain defeated. Heroes win. Okay. Then they go to the party. The party is, Tony Stark, this is going there and all this stuff. Right. Okay. Then there's the discussion about how to use this kid's ability. And that's when they start the whole civil war of what's going on. And Tony Stark says, hey guys, and again, I'm Team Stark on everything. I'm Team Stark in the original Civil War comics, I'm Team Stark in the movies, and I'm Team Stark in this. Tony Stark says, how can we rely on this? How can we rely on this one kid? How can we know that he's going to be right every time? Right? And then Captain Marvel, which is...
You got plenty of time, Paige.
That heart girl. Stop spoiling it. Hey, no, listen, I gave you plenty of time. That's the only way to do it. But Captain Marvel says we need him because then we can prevent more people from dying and less casualties. And it actually goes back to even the movies and the previous one. It makes sense. You want to sort of prevent death. This guy can prevent death. Well, anyway, here's the spoiler alert. Laughed again. So here's the spoiler alert. Tony Stark says don't do it, leaves the room. Okay? So then it cuts to a couple weeks later.
Stark in Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're
yes.
good guys.
And I'm Team Mother of Dragons too. I actually found myself rooting for Captain America. Oh, that's the point. You're supposed to root for whoever you want. Shane O'Mac, what's going on, my man? That is right. It is Middle Finger Monday.
I could see both points.
Well, it actually makes to the point. So at the end, and this is the spoiler alert, at the end of Civil War II, and this is where it gets crazy, but trust me, we're going to talk about it. At the end, 2 major characters die because Captain Marvel gets the intel from the boy, and then they rush into battle. Okay? Well, stuff goes wrong. Things go wrong. They take on Thanos, which is never a good idea. Things go wrong, and 2 major characters die. Now, in the original Civil War, the first one to perish in the Civil War was, I think it was Hercules. I believe so, was Hercules. Not to be offensive, but nobody cares about Hercules. I'm just telling you, nobody cares. So when Hercules fell, Captain America's like, oh, Hercules! And everybody reading goes, okay. They don't care. And that's the thing. But in this, they take out 2 major characters. And that's what goes back to Civil War issue 0 when they're talking about 2 major people, which is She-Hulk and War Machine. And that's who they kill off. They kill off She-Hulk, which has been a stable for a very long time, and War Machine, who's been even more stable. So they actually take out 2 major characters at the end of this. And I'm like, the story is okay. It's not really the same as the Super Mutant Registration Act that happened in Civil War 1, and I kind of get where both sides are playing from. But my thing is where they're going to go with this. They're going to start fighting each other, and then villains will rise and all this stuff or whatever. I don't know. Like, part of me wants to read it, and then part of me doesn't want to spend $6 on issue 2. Like, $6 for this, and this goes back to the whole DC taking over. Like, DC is 4, DC is 3, and this is 6. I mean, this is double the issue, and it's just because it's an event going on. So, anyway.
Chewbacca's doing a sober drawing for once, and then Clancy,
don't do that. Don't do that.
Going away.
Later, Clancy, man. Thank you so much. So that's what happens in Civil War 2 up to this point. This is only issue 1. But they kill off She-Hulk and War Machine, and I don't understand it. I get it. You want to take out a major character to sort of get people involved because again, nobody cared about Hercules because Hercules fell, But when you take out War Machine, who is not only pinnacle in the movies, he's also pinnacle in the comic book series. He has his own comic book series, and then She-Hulk. Everybody knows her name. $6? Yes. And again, DC launched Rebirth that is only $3 a piece. So again, there's a lot of ups and downs when it comes to the comic book industry. So anyway, as it sits, I'll probably buy the second one. If it doesn't lock me in, then I don't care. Because anything in the comic book industry, and this goes back to anything, is only temporary. at the end of Civil War, the first comic book series, and I keep pointing over there because that's where it's at the end of the comic book series of Civil War, the death was Captain America. That was what it was. Captain America died. And it made sense. It was poetic. It was beautiful. And it made sense for Captain America to fall for what he believed in. It made everybody realize, and Tony Stark be like, whoa, we got to stop fighting each other. We got to stop doing this. It made sense. And Captain America at that point was already like 80 years old. So you're just like, who cares? Captain America's dumb and boring. And I'm like, awesome. This is great. And then 2 months later, Captain America's back. He was in a separate world. It wasn't really him. Who cares? It makes it pointless. It makes his death in the series pointless.
And any future deaths pointless.
And any future deaths pointless. Again, with this Civil War 2, in the first issue, takes out She-Hulk, takes out War Machine. And you're like, oh no, it's going to be big and biblical. Until the 6th issue where they do some kind of time reversal and everybody's back to, there he is, Rhodey. Oh, She-Hulk.
J-Dub's dad doesn't understand why he said goodnight to him. But he said thank you.
I thought J-Dub was leaving.
No, he's just going to bed. So he may fall asleep.
I'm so lost as to what you're talking about.
I'm paying attention.
I'm not. Jack of Hearts ain't coming back, though. No, I don't think Jack of Hearts is coming back. But again, nobody cares. Nobody cares about tiny, little bit of insignificant characters. I agree with you, Fox. But the point is that it's only temporary. Yes, I technically spoiled the issue for you, but in the long run, it doesn't matter because comic books, deaths, happenings in comic books are only temporary. So anyway, if you want to pick up Civil War to see what it's all about, go for it. I say is my thing. I would rather stick with Judge Dredd Dust. I think it's awesome. And then the Han Solo book is very compelling. And honestly, I can't wait for the next issue. And that's what comic books should do for you. They should make you go, oh, I can't wait. I don't want to wait 3 weeks for the next book. Dead. Yeah, like The Walking Dead. I don't want to wait 3 weeks for that next book. I want it right now. Give me the next one. That's what comic books should do. And Civil War, I don't care. Ginger Guys has it. I'm still here. Dad said thank you. I'm so lost on you. But anyway, so that's all for Comic Book Corner.
Thank you for telling him good night, even though he doesn't know why you say good night to him, because he's not talking to you. J-Dub is. That's what's all going on. Pay attention.
So anyway, that's kind of a rant, and tonight we were drinking this cool, real water. It tastes like water. So anyway, sorry, maybe you guys learned something, maybe you didn't, I don't know. Maybe you got lost in the sultry sound of my voice.
It doesn't sound sultry. Yawn.
Yawn. Yeah. What up? Alright, so let's open up something. Let's see. Let's do this. And let's do something new. Alright, so first off, I'm going to show Ginger Guy something. Do you have any horror figures? I have a few horror figures, but not many. It's not really my top collectible stuff. I have an alien figure right there. Alright. So this is technically more for Ginger than anything, and I'm going to open it. So be ready. But we got to open a pop. So I picked up the Pets Pops. The new movie Pets is coming out.
You gotta open it. Why can't I keep it in the box with the rest of my pops?
Because I gotta put it up here.
Oh, so it's not my pop, it's your pop.
It's our pop.
It's not. That's not our pop. That's your pop.
I was paying attention. I always learn something on the Nerdy Effect. There you go. That's Ron Mexico endorsed. I couldn't find them. Must have ended up in the store somehow. Oh, what's going on, Raven? How you doing, buddy? So this is Snowball from the new Pets movie. The Pets movie looks awesome.
We have to freaking see that.
It does. It looks really amazing. It looks funny. But this is actually a little bitty adorable rabbit. And
if you don't know why we like the rabbit, then you don't pay attention.
I'll tell you what. I'll let you keep this one in the box, and then I'll open the other one.
Okay.
All right.
What's the other one?
The other one is the mad one.
No, I don't know.
So on the back, you can see the other ones that are available.
If you're going to open one, you have to open them both. Max,
Gidget, Chloe, Duke, Snowball, and then Insane Snowball. Look at the...
I think if you're going to open one, you need to open them both so they can be together and be twins.
I don't know what's up to me. I just can't see to get into any today's comic storylines. Well, that's fine, Trenzorga. I mean, everybody has their own thing. But if I'm going to buy look at it this way. If I'm going to buy the comics, then I'm going to at least try to read them before I bag and board them. You know, that way at least I know what they are in there. Bunnies are cute as buttons. Oh, That makes me sad. Bobblehead. It is not a bobblehead, which I love. So, I mean, I'll let you keep this one, and then we open the crazy one.
If you open one, you got to keep them together. They go together. They're twins.
They're not twins. They're the same rabbit.
I know, but they're freaking twinsies of a multiple personality little bunny. You have to keep them together. So either they both stay boxed or they both get open.
Well, now we're versing on this one.
They don't need to be separated.
Sorry, The Secret Life of Pets is what it's called.
They don't need to be separated.
So there's Snowball.
That's my final answer.
All right, I'll let you keep him in the box.
I kind of want to play with him.
All right, look. For all you people... No, don't hand me that back. For all you people who are all on Ginger's side, every time when I get a little snippy or whatever, that is what I deal with. Constantly. When you're not here.
Darling, because you are this little bunny, and I'm insane Snowball.
When you're not here, that's what I have to deal with. Have you ever seen that meme about the chick sitting in prison, and the officer walks up and says, "What would you like for your last meal?" And she goes, "I don't know. What do you want?"
No. No, let me freaking explain that meme and why it's wrong. All these women that say, "I don't know, whatever you want," is after years and years and years of saying, "I would like this for dinner," and you say no. Well, what about this for dinner? No.
It's not even the dinner factor.
You saying no, and the women just give the fuck up on picking what they're gonna have for dinner because the men wouldn't pick for years and years. Like, you know what you don't want. You already know what you want, but you ask me what I want, hoping that I'll pick what you want. So no, the meme is wrong. This is called a beaten down woman who just doesn't give a fuck anymore. Just say what you fucking want and we'll go get that because I'm not gonna fucking fight with you. That's where that meme is wrong. Period.
Says the chick who just fought with me for 5 minutes if I'm going to open this or not. And I said, okay, we'll keep it in the box. And you go, I kind of want to open it. Are you kidding me?
Okay. See, no, I made a decisive decision. You just didn't listen to me. I said they have to stay together. So either they stay closed or they stay open. I decided I wanted to fucking play with them. So I said fucking open them. The decision has already been made. You're just not listening. Listen.
Rod Mexico's baby ears. Have you ever seen Rod Mexico's baby ears? They're very sensitive and tiny. They're tiny little baby ears. He almost doesn't have ears.
They're tiny because he shaves his head. If he grew in his hair, they wouldn't look so tiny.
Although I have a Dan love the Timely Comics. Calm thy tits. All right, well, per Ginger's request, we're going to open the bunny now. Ginger, you could be a great rapper.
I actually do have quite the talent. Nope, too late now. I wanted it back in the box.
Yeah, I know. There it goes. What's the top thing to collect? What is the top thing to collect? Well, I mean, listen, the way that I have always said this since I started the show so many moons ago, I've always said it, there is nothing out there that you have to collect what you like.
Dr. Jekyll, I would love a room. I need a nice padded room with big, thick pillows. All the way around.
All right, calm down. If you start collecting things for value, 99% of the time, they're not going to be valuable.
I saw what you said.
Things are very, very, very mass-produced these days. Comic books, toys, everything. Like back in the 50s and 60s, stuff like that, things were produced very, very shortly for a little bit of time, usually around Christmas to get the up factor for it. And then in the end process, people played with them or they destroyed the boxes. So that's why the value is up for stuff like that. But today, the market is so flooded. If you like, this comic book might be valuable. The key word is might be valuable, but you don't know. You don't know where the market's going to flux. You don't know if that issue is going to sell out or if it's not going to sell out. So you don't know. So if you start collecting based on things on eBay or something like that, I say don't. You got to stick with what you like. Stick with what you know. If you like pops, collect pops. And if you want to keep them in the box, that's fine. If you like comic books, bag and board them. Fine. Read them. Whatever you want to do. But collect for you. Collect for you, and that is the point behind it. Like everything back here, I bought for me because I like it. I don't care if there's a value. I don't care if this pop-up here is worth $400 in 2 years. I don't care because it's not for sale. It's for me to hang out. If you collect things for value, you can get bored with it. That's true too. That's very true too.
There's nothing wrong with your ears, honey. And actually, you look very good with a bald head. You're one of those guys that can really pull it off. You've got a very nice round head.
I want to lick it.
Oh, and Heroes is on my side, and Carguy was wondering how you're still breathing.
So I can open all my action figures. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can. If you deem
and
so, then open it.
Because I have a soul.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But you can open whatever you want. If you want to open and play with the Black Series or whatever you collect, then go for it. Like, to collect things for value when everything is mass produced, it doesn't make sense because it's. I'll give you a prime example. Captain Phasma. Captain Phasma for the Black Series. That is the new It. That was the new It toy. Everybody wanted the Chrome Stormtrooper. Everybody did. It came out in the Black Series wave number 2. It was the second wave. Everybody wanted. Impossible to find in all the stores. So if you watched on eBay, the price skyrocketed. And we're talking $60 for a $20 figure, and that was just on some places. Like the first day it came out, it was like $120, $130, and people actually paid that price. Well, here's the kicker. 5 months later, they put it in Wave 4 again. Nothing changed on it, not the barcode, nothing. They just reissued it, flooded the market, and now you can find them anywhere. So those people paid $100 thinking they're going to get some super figure, and then they flooded the market. They can go to Walmart or Walgreens or whatever, and there it is staring in the face. And that just happened now. So at this point, it doesn't make sense to do it.
Heroes likes my rant better.
Congratulations, Heroes. Let's keep talking about the rant and not moving on with anything.
Oh, that means he's annoyed.
Everything, what about exclusives? Even exclusives, I mean, the thing about exclusives is say they make 200 of them, right? And if you want it, then you're willing to pay that price. But after a while, people aren't going to care about it. I'm just saying, like, yes, some exclusives are worth more, but in order to get that exclusive, you're going to pay a lot anyway. So at that point, it doesn't really matter. Evertonian? Right, I have no idea what Evertonian is. All right, so anyway, there is the little rabbit, and I totally forgot his name now.
That's Snowball.
Snowball.
That's the little cute one. This is the Jizzy Bunny. Now show him the Ginger Bunny.
Yes, it does. Ginger Bunny?
The crazy one.
Already through the box.
You didn't get the crazy one?
No.
I thought you already had it.
No, I haven't found him yet. No, I haven't found the crazy one.
You need to find the crazy one.
I know, I've been looking for it. Reprints always bring prices down. Everything happens in MGT. Yeah, I mean, it is. That's what happens. I'm just crane falling. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you guys that you can collect. You can try to collect comic books and hope that the value sticks, but everything is mass produced. Everything is mass produced these days because they want people to be like, oh, if you keep it in the box for 30 years, people are seriously going to want that Rob Stark figure. They're not. They're not. You collect for you, and that's the only way to be happy with the collections. Nerdy needs a hug. I pre-ordered the Power Rangers Funko. I mean, that's awesome. I want them too. I think they're doing 2 versions of it. I think they're gonna do like the plain one and then the chrome version.
Evertonian is a football player. They like football.
Football. So there's Snowball. Absolutely freaking adorable pop. I like it that he's smaller and he's just adorable. He's a little white rabbit holding on to a carrot. Honestly, I've never met a rabbit who likes carrots, but whatever. The stereotype still sticks. And
bunnies like bananas.
And he hangs out with Plo Koon, who is J-Dub's ball sack from this angle. So Snowball and Plo Koon hang out, or we can have Snowball and the Joker, which is actually a better fit if you ask me. It seemed like he has insane Snowball.
Yeah.
So I paid £15 for what?
Unmasked Flash. Comic-Con exclusive.
Right, but the thing is, do you enjoy that figure? Did you buy it because you're hoping in 20 years it's going to be worth millions?
No, because he's building a new wing to his house.
Right, or did you buy it because that's what you like? You like Flash.
He likes pop walls.
Yeah, I want one too. For next nerdy... Oh, dang it. What did it say?
For next nerdy news, collect for you and Potty Mouth.
Well, I always say collect for you. I've always said it.
FYI, he's got a Potty Mouth too. Just put that out there.
I like the Joker too. Now, they actually made 3 different Jokers for the Suicide Squad line, and this is just the one that sort of appealed to me. Hey, nerdy, Yoda's dog is watching you. Ow! Good Steel Fox. That's right. That's right. Stop showing my balls. Damn, son. There are so many awesome pops coming out. Yes, there's a lot of them. Obviously, you can see that my pop addiction is ridiculous, and hopefully sometime this week my pop in a box will come. It'll probably be tomorrow. Like, I was hoping for today so we could talk about it today, but I'm guessing it's going to be tomorrow, so then I got to wait. I know what y'all meant, Ron. Well, seriously, Ron. Like, have you not read some of the stuff that Fizz Kid has spit out during this program? It is absolutely ridiculous.
Howard just alarmed his cat.
It makes my aneurysm, like, thump harder every time I read a Fizz Kid comment, and you're like, he doesn't know what I mean. Like, seriously, Fizz Kid doesn't even correct it. He just tries harder to make my brain melt. Being on the Bret Hart pop. I know, I want one. Green Arrow, Speedy, and Zoom pops coming soon. They also made the actual, like, big figures, too. They look really, really good. They're highly detailed. Woof! I only have 9 pops. Well, that's the way to do it. If you start with 1, you're guaranteed to have more. That's how it always works. Ask K-Push. Powerpuff Girls, pops, woot! My dog is going crazy. It's always going crazy because your dog is in your pants. Brad 2 Heat, too bad. Oh, what did Brad 2 Heat says?
Too bad pop toys are very lame.
It's not that they're lame. It's just that, I don't know. I like them. I think that the detail on them is nice. They're cool. They're easy to collect because they're like $10 a piece. You feel you can drop $10 on one of them. Like, trust me, I know. But sometimes, what games have you been playing? There's only one game in this household, and that is Fallout 4. Fallout Slut. Once I get some shelves, I'll start opening. That's the way to do it. I'll get him. Oh, I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. But, I mean, I collect everything, really. And let me show you this. And, by the way, while I'm opening this, make sure you guys vote in the Cartoon Brawl. Goku versus Rocco. Modern Life.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Make sure you capitalize it. That's how you got to vote on YouTube. Just capitalize it. That's all you got to put in. So let's move on from Pops, because I know that people are like, Pops are lame, bro. And let's open up something.
Only one guy, but still.
Well, whatever. We're trying to pander to the crowd. So where's your gun Monday? I ain't posted it yet, homie. Calm down. So let's move on to something that's a little different. I don't open a lot of cars and stuff in here, so this one really appealed to me though. But this is from Fast and the Furious, and this is actually Brian's Nissan Skyline. And
Geico doesn't necessarily play games unless it's Mario Kart, but she likes to watch the Fallout.
That's true. That's true.
She really likes to
Need to put shelves in my garage. Yes, you do.
This is called being the youngest in your family. You learn to watch the video games, not so much get to play them. So habit forms. Oh,
great. Now, here comes the damn comments. Let Ginger play!
No, seriously.
Why won't she play?
But don't.
Because they're all on your side.
No, I was gonna say don't do that to him because I'm no good with the double joysticks. Give me a Nintendo controller. I'm badass. But the Xbox, PlayStation controllers, not so much.
All right, let me say this, and like I said, everything in this show is my opinion. Never mind, we're not going to get on it. But everything in this show is my opinion. We're going to look at it this way. But the thing is, Gun Monday, yeah, it's on Instagram, man. On Instagram, we post a gun that we have in our collection on Monday. If you don't have a gun, then a Nerf gun or a staple gun.
Or you can cut one out of soap.
Or you can cut one out of soap. Just a gun in general. Nice Skyline. All right, so let me talk about this. I am not a big Fast and the Furious fan. I liked the first one because it was different. The second one was kind of cool. The third one was all right. The fourth one was ridiculous, and I think that's the last one I saw. I don't care for the movies. They're just a way to generate a lot of money and a lot of action. It's like a Jerry Bruckheimer film. But the reason I like this is because...
It had a formula, and it worked.
What's going on, formula? No, I totally threw you off. Anyway, so this is the Fast and Furious, the Brian Skyline, and I always loved that Skyline from the first movie. I absolutely loved it. First or second, I can't remember. But I absolutely loved the Skyline because the driver's seat was on the opposite sad, and that's how he raced. And some reason about it...
If they made a game out of me, it would be very difficult.
There you go. Do it. No, DMK, that's a bad idea.
Be kind of like the surgeon game. Except
why not have a YouTube and play computer games, Ginger? Oh, Jesus Christ. Seventh was filmed here.
And I can lock somebody in a room and let them burn themselves down with the stove while not giving them a toilet, so they sit there and cry, and then before they wet their pants and cry again. Nah.
So anyway.
Give me Sims. I like Sims.
One thing that's cool about this is... it's a Build-A-Figure too. So if you buy all these on the back, all these other cars, you can build the Brian's Toyota Supra, which I'm not going to do. So I'm probably going to throw these wheels in somebody's package and they'll be like, what the hell is this? So that'll be funny. But anyway, I really like the Skyline. And they make a bigger version of this, like a little 6-incher, but I haven't seen it yet. So I decided I'll get the little one. It kind of looks like a Hot Wheels car, but it's the Brian Skyline. And I like it because the steering wheel is on the British side, right? I will post my gun later. Oh, this is going to be good.
I like calling it the British side.
The British side. Spoiler.
Not the correct
I jumped out of the theater
British
screaming. I like how that's a spoiler. Anyway, I don't collect a lot of Hot Wheels. It's not a Hot Wheels, but I don't collect a lot of Hot Wheels or anything.
1,000% crazy,
so.
or he's 1,000% crazy? Because now I'm curious.
So I like the car. It's heavy. It doesn't feel like a normal Hot Wheels car. It actually feels heavy, well made. I mean, you can tell it's metal. It's not plastic at all. The wheels are on there nice. They have their own individual rims on there, so that's really cool. And again, it's the steering wheel is on the British side. Yes. When I saw Jason Statham, oh, okay, I just realized oh yeah, that's true. Come here and go up Pikes Peak, balls to the wall. I dare ya. I think I'm down for it, man. And then it also comes with probably the best thing ever, a pair of wheels.
Everybody needs wheels.
I get it. I get it. It's part of the Build-A-Figure, but why couldn't you include both sets of wheels? You know what I mean? Who makes it? Jada. J-A-D-A is who makes these, and it's the Fast and the Furious. It's just called Fast and Furious. Is what it is, and it's made by Jada. J-A-D-A. And it's a little die cast, but it's actually pretty neat. It's very heavy. It's highly detailed, and you can actually see like all the sponsorships on the side up there. And it looks good. Build-A-Figure car. Yeah, I never heard anything like it, and you have to collect all the other Fast and Furious cars. And they got the Dodge Charger, Roman Chevy Camaro, Dom's Plymouth Roadrunner. I mean, they're actually kind of good cars. And just judging by the weight of this, they're actually going to be kind of cool. And it's a Build-A-Figure. And somebody's going to get these wheels soon. It's not fake. Okay. Well, it's just that, I don't know. Like, you know that Hot Wheels are mass produced quickly. Just stamp, paint, stamp. You know, and like this one actually feels like they actually took some time and some weight to it. Do those wheels stick out the side or something? No, it's part of the build and collect. So you can build the Toyota Supra, which actually, I mean, the Build-A-Figure car actually looks kind of good too.
Bye, Ron Mexico.
Ron Bestico, man, I appreciate you stopping in, man. We're about to wrap it up anyway. Probably about 5 more minutes, and then we'll do it to it. But it's always good to have you in here, Bestico, and you got to put your wooden nickel on here too. That way you ain't got to hold it up at all the time. Be like, yep, got my wooden nickel, and then take a bite of it. You know.
Don't eat it.
So there, we opened a pop, and then we opened up a car, which is totally random in here. Let's do one more thing.
And we pissed off Ginger.
Yeah. Let's do one more thing.
I knew you were going to bring up that stupid meme. I've been.
You've just been ready.
Well, it's one of those things, I've seen it like 5 times in the last week, and I've just been not saying anything underneath it. Cause it's just like,
that's true.
The meme's BS. Like, those memes are just BS. And these men that post them just don't even know why. BS.
Alright, so I take, again, I do stamps, and then I also like coin collections. So these I've actually been picking up for a while, and I've showed these before. But these are the State National Park quarters. Get you a piece each car. Yeah, you get 1 piece for each car that you buy, and then in the end you can build it. AJ Hill, I could not find a Powerpuff Girls pop. They exist, man, I promise you, they exist. I've actually seen them. Try Hot Topic. Go to Hot Topic online, or just Google like Hot Topic pops, maybe in eBay or something. Got my wooden nickels today. There you go. Why do you have a wooden nickel? Because you're not supposed to take a wooden nickel, but if GQ Smooth sends you a wooden nickel, then it's okay. But I got a whole bunch of wooden nickels. That's the way to do it. I don't know why, but that's what we do. But these are actually, like, I like these because it's 2 quarters, and then one of them is minted in Denver, and the other one's minted in Pennsylvania, and they're actually sealed in here, so they'll never tarnish and all that. And there's a lot of facts about the state park, and this state park is Cumberland Gap National Historic Park in Kentucky. 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 Say it. No, back here. No, Kentucky. There we go. Can you send me a wooden nickel, Nerdy? Of course I can send you a wooden nickel. Send me your information and I'll send you a couple of wooden nickels. I'll send you 3 wooden nickels. I have 6 Fast and Furious movies. It sounds like you're bragging. It sounds a lot like bragging to me. But anyway, these are the National Park quarters for Kentucky. And on here you can see it's got like a... it looks like a monk with a rifle. There's no way
I don't think there's a lot of monks in Kentucky.
There's no way you'll be able to see that, but it totally looks like a monk with a rifle. Like that was what they're like. Hey, it's National Park. What's in there?
Monks with rifles.
Wait,
this is Kentucky.
How do the monks survive? I almost said muggles. How do the monks survive? Rifles. I'm still trying to find that old $10 wit hemp field on the back. Oh, the yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I actually have one. I love quarters with states on them. Massachusetts is my favorite. Oh, there you go. Kentucky Fried Pork Chops. But I like these. I mean, I pay $20 a piece for them, which I know it seems a little extreme, but in the end, they're pretty much worth that because you get 2 certified stamps that come with it, which are awesome, and then 2 of these locked-in solid quarters. And overall, it looks really cool. It's a nice presentation piece, and it works as an entire collection. So if you have all of them, which they haven't even issued all of them yet, but if you have all of them, then you can sell it as a bunch. Not that I'm going to do it, but it's cool, and it's got a lot of interesting facts on it. You would have a time even breathing, brah.
Talking about the road that they used in one of the Fast and Furiouses because the altitude's so high.
See, anytime somebody goes, you have a hard time breathing, it's like, let me give you some humidity. Like,
well, no, it's actually different than humidity because the higher it goes up,
I know you get less oxygen. I get it. I know how it works.
There's still humidity. There's still oxygen and humidity. There's actually a lot of oxygen because it's all moisture.
I say let's trade and see who survives. That's my thing. I'm only 5 SAW movie and only 5 Saw movies. Well, you probably should have stopped at 2 anyway. I mean, seriously, Saw 3 was absolutely craptacular. Oh, you do post pick of IG? Hopefully someday I'll be able to show it on the show. That's my idea. Thank you, the wife found them. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, Hot Topic had them, and then I think Sailor Moon comes with like the Luna Cat. I believe so. Fast and Furious, yes you are, Jetty, yes you are. They should do a coin Build-A-Figure. Wow, Vinny, you're totally pandering to the crowd there. All right, guys, make sure you vote Goku or Rocco if you have not voted. We're about to wrap it up momentarily. I can't breathe. The wind blows in my face. Wow, Fizz, a cohesive sentence. Did
Are you sure that's the wind or is it the fog?
Yeah, did it pain you? Did it pain you to do a cohesive sentence?
I've seen lots of horror movies where there's things in the fog. Fog. Things in the fog. Are you sure there's not things in the fog? Rocco's Modern Life. Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's Modern Life.
The little wallaby and his best friend's a heifer.
The psychoticness of Saw is, I mean, it is, but I mean, after the first one was
the shock value wears off.
Yeah, the first one was awesome. Like you're just mind blown at the end of Saw, and then Saw 2, you're like, okay, it's coming back, and then whenever they killed him off, I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Just and then, oh no, his legacy lives on, but it's still him. Whatever.
J-Dub says bring it.
All right, do it. Not the Hitcher again. What is the Hitcher? Somebody tell me what the Hitcher is. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Fingers you're holding up? Or is it the fog?
Oh, wait, no, he's talking about the... Oh, no, this guy.
Okay.
Gas choke, can't breathe. Hey, Casanova has my ponytail. I don't know Rocco, so can't vote.
Yes,
well, you know
can.
who Goku is. I'm sure you do.
Who Rocco is. You can vote it.
All right, guys, let's find out who will be moving on. Goku or Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's Modern Life.
Goku takes it 28-12. Sorry,
Rocco.
I like Rocco too, but you gotta look at it in the long run.
I am gonna start cheating.
How?
I can vote.
You won.
Oh, I can close the window. I can vote again. Motherfucker.
I don't think that's how it works.
It is how it works. I can do it. Watch me. I'm gonna do it next time there's one that I want to win.
What did Paige say? What character was that?
That had the mask in its hand?
This was Casanova. We opened him on Friday. Sexual hitcher. this was actually the package it came in. It had a whole bunch of facts about Casanova. And I just love that. The world's greatest lover. Foe trying to kill us. Fog! You sound like the monk with the rifle. Like, hey, Fog trying to kill us up in Kentucky. Somebody put me on a corner. Anime is a big winner today, as it should be, and it's always good when anime moves on, because a lot of times it doesn't get a lot of love in here because I'm not an anime fan in general, so I don't talk about it, and I know there's a lot of people who love it, so that's kind of my fault. I don't like Goku either. Well, Master Toe, honestly, it didn't matter. Goku advanced. Even if you voted for Rocco as a pity vote, it still wouldn't have mattered. Yay, Goku! Hell yeah, Goku for the win. It's gonna be rough for the Cartoon Brawl. I say it's gonna be one of those. When we get down to the end, when you're talking like maybe the final 6 or final 8, it's going to be very, very difficult, and it's really going to come down to probably 1 or possibly 2 votes. You got to be super careful here. Half the booze.
Because auctions.
Oh yeah, that actually makes sense. Okay, wow, nice package. Boom! That's how you do it. All right, guys, it is time to wrap it up. I do appreciate you guys stopping in tonight. It's been a pretty good night. I actually enjoyed this show. I think all the new segments rolled pretty well. Everything worked out nice. I like anime.
Including the new segment of Ginger Rant.
Yeah, Ginger Rant. We need to make a banner for that.
Nobody cares about a Ginger Rant.
Me and the monks are super famous. But anyway, as always, I do appreciate you guys stopping in, checking out the Nerdy Effect. It's always fun to see you here. I will be back on Friday. And as that ends, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jizzy. And thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you on Friday. I hope you learned something interesting this evening. And
la 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 la.
It's a Nerdy Effect 3.0. 3.0. It's a Nerdy Effect. 3.0. Nerdy Effect. 3.0.